man. Say, man, y'all already know who it is. Pull up like money, get money. We ain't never slumming. On God. What's going on, JBT Family? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy, Justin. Let's get it. Chilling with my mans right here in the cut. I see the painters. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But no, all jokes aside, so in this short segment, I'm just going to be sharing with you guys some things I want to look forward to going into this new year, 2022, that we're already in now. Some things I plan on doing with the business to better myself on the business area. One of the things I'm going to briefly show you guys, I've been doing all my records, tracking my income, my expenses, you know what I'm saying, purchases, all that stuff, receipts, everything you could think of that comes with a business, gas receipts, insurance, paying bills. I've been doing all that manually, like, you know, if I wasn't using the apps on my phones. As far as more so like paperwork wise, like, let me just cut it down for y'all. In more brief terms, I was doing everything more old school. I was hand typing everything in. Wow. I know. Get with the times. I'm gonna get into that. A lot of people's things I was doing, a lot of companies and businesses, even small businesses, might not even been doing that. I don't know, but I was still using, like, just do PDF files for certain things as far as, you know. And I'll still do that, like, as far as contracts, like typing up contract, you know, between business owner and client, you know, things that I would sign off on big money. But as far as like tracking my income and expenses, I was just typing all that in: date, time, client's name, amount, form of payment, how I was paid, on Word, Microsoft Word. And I mean, some days I would be tired. I tell myself I'm going to try to stay on top of it. I've been doing this the last 3 years now. I was doing it like that.
Really, nigga?
Well, actually 4. I take that back, the last 4 years. Because I started doing my business taxes and, you know, writing everything off back in 2018 with my business. I started back in 2018. So up till now, it's been 4 years. And I just told myself, man, it's got to be an easier way. I'm putting too much work on myself between doing the jobs. And when some days, you know, I'm working my 9 to 5. When it comes to all this, you know, it could be hectic. It could be a lot, especially trying to run a successful business and running a successful, thriving business that's constantly growing. You know, it's always having that mindset of, let's make the money, let's get it, be hustling. Always, you know, you can always be doing something. But you got to also sometimes sit back and say, hey, what are some things I feel like could be hindering me or slowing me up where I could improve in myself in areas as far as like timekeeping, and not necessarily timekeeping, because I have contractors. They don't get paid an hourly wage. They get paid per job. So I'm going to get into all that in this little short segment. So yeah, guys, everything I was doing, I'm not going to like per se click and open and show you everything. I'm just going to give you a brief example on my computer I have here, showing you guys how I would be recording my stuff for my business throughout the years from 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Bam. I'm actually working on my taxes now for 2021. Like, I finished calculating all my expenses up. Now I got to add up all my income. What fun, right? Yeah. Oh, side note, right now with my business, I don't have a accountant or someone to like actually watch or, you know, tell me how to like spend my money or how I should be, you know, ways I could probably improve and all that. Right now, I'm not going to say I'm not on that level. I'm just not trying to spend the money currently right now. I feel like it would be more. I'd be spending more trying to bring an accountant looking at my money or trying to tell me how to spend my money or how it would help my business. Then I just feel I'm not at that point yet, realistically. I am a one-man operation. In the past, I haven't been. Like Ma Dukes, like I said, behind the scenes, she would help me with my, you know, my bookkeeping, accounting stuff, as far as like watching payments and expenses. And we were really be filling out, doing checkbooks and everything. Like really, like before it updates on the computer, on my apps with my credit unions, we was filling out and going through and like taking out money that was already spent the day of before, because you know, the money you might spend as far as like paying people, paying bills, it's not just gonna automatically show up as soon as you do it right on your statements. it's not going to show up on your statements right on your app or your website for whatever credit union or bank you're on. So what was we doing to make sure we always knew how much money was in the accounts and to make sure we never got under a certain amount? Start taking it out, deduct it now, so you know what you got, what you're working with. If that makes sense. You guys, here's just like a quick little overview of how I would have things set up for my business right here on my HP desktop right here. So I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit for you guys. So I would have things lined up. My forms, I have a demo version just explaining how it will operate if I brought on a new contractor, what's expected, how the program will run. It's explained from point A to Z, white and black. Like, it's nothing that isn't spelled out. And I've never really gotten too many questions from how I set that up. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'll show you that in a second. But right now, I just want to focus on just letting you guys see the setup. So, you know, I would have like my income I have over here, all on the side, as you guys can see. 2021 bulk trash contractors. That's just forms they've signed for the new year. So every year I give them these new forms, just changing the years, saying, hey, starting as of January 1st, such and such, going into the, the full calendar year, I want to bring you guys back on to keep working on my business. I have, like you see, the 1099 NECs. Originally, what a 1099 miscellaneous is what they really refer to. You give those to your contractors when they need to file their taxes, because I don't take out taxes on them throughout the year. So I give them all before January 31st. Before January 31st of each year, or going into the new year, I give all my contractors a 1099 miscellaneous. But now it's considered a 1099 NEC, which I believe stands for non-employee compensation. So by them not being employees of mine, I still have to report that, and this is money paid to them by them not being employees but contractors. Makes sense? So like, just briefly, without actually going into it, these were a few I had, unfortunately these two, actually this guy, he went to college, and this young man right here is a good friend of mine, but he's doing his own thing now. So Leonard still works for me, of course, and these two guys they no longer work with me. You see I have right here, like, termination letters, things of that nature. Got a list for bulk trash clients I've done. I probably still have a few here I might need to add as far as contract-wise, but this is just getting you an overview. Let's see, you guys. I had them all saved under an email, under a folder in my email for all my contractor things. I just haven't added them over yet. So that's what I meant by when I got busy, just got lazy with doing certain things. So you guys see that. My 2020 business files, just giving you guys an update. These are all their contracts, the people that work with me. The 1099 NECs I gave them for towards the end of the year. The copy B is what goes with them. They get a copy B for themselves. So this is personally, I'm just gonna open up one. I'm gonna give you 1 second. 2020 bulk trash. I actually had like little setups of how I do my price quotes, things of that nature. My bulk trash quotes. Might give you a little overview. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to blur this part out right here. I have to blur this part out, but this is just like an overview of how this would look and how I would do certain things just for my business. So you guys, like, as far as old school, I'm gonna give you an example of what I mean by that now. Like how I would do all my adding my income in. I would do stuff like that. Like, mind you too, at one time I was doing lawn care. I fell back from that as far as cutting yards. I still wouldn't mind doing, like, tree removal, tree trimming, hedges, things of that nature. Maybe if the money was paying right, I might consider doing big mulch jobs, but I kind of left lawn care alone. I make more money now, so I would do little stuff like that. Right now, what I'm doing, I'm adding up all the totals on each page, so by the time I get down to the bottom, I'll know what I would earn throughout the year, so I would do my stuff like that. Let's see. Quick access. Then I would have sections like this for my expenses, hardware, tools, added up. This is for this year, so y'all can see some of the money I was spending. Small equipment, miscellaneous items, how much I spent. This all 2021 stuff. Advertising, vehicle expenses. So as you guys can see, I spent out some money this year. Supplies, repair and maintenance, landfill receipts, my goodness, that's the one. I spent that much in the landfill this year. This is just for like little gas tanks I might have used when I was like filling up equipment and stuff. But this is the real gas right here. Between when I had my old pickup, still got my Ram 2500, and the big beast, the guards under that F450. This is my old 250 right here. Spent that much in gas. F450, spent that much in fuel. Spent that much in fuel for the 2500. And things that I've paid like contractors and stuff throughout the year, so as you guys can see. So yeah, like when I say it gets real. So here's a brief example of contracts that I would have my guys sign before they would start each year. You know, just saying, hey, this independent contractor agreement is made on the first day of January of the new year. I gotta do one for 2022 actually coming up. I had all the guys sign one as well. Nobody started working with me yet. You know, explains the services, things that's expected, compensation, you know. You'll only be paid with who works within that week, once a week, every Friday. And arranges the amount what they can make per day, and not to exceed that much within a week. You know, what happened, terms of termination, what's expected, how an independent contractor works, and things and so on and so forth. You know, so things that's just expected. Me talking about, you know, of course, COVID. All contractors are expected to wear masks and gloves at all times of work, and also being respectful of others working around you or near you is for safety reasons, just in general. And then this just goes into detail in general about what is an independent contractor, what's the agreement, other names, form, and things, and so forth and so forth. So just to give you a guide, this is something that I implement with my business. This works pretty well. So you guys, something new that I'm going to be incorporating into my business is QuickBooks. I've heard a lot of good things. I've done my research, so I said, let me stop procrastinating and go ahead and sign up. As you guys can see, shows you all the little main things you can do, how you can access it, as far as money being in and out, tracking your time. So I'm personally not going to show you anything because I just started. I don't really have too much money coming in. Haven't done any jobs yet, but this is what I meant by being innovative, trying new things, and hopefully this should make all my tracking of monies coming in and out much easier when it comes time to do taxes, doing the 1099s and things of that nature. So here you go. Anybody out there, if you're doing it old school like me, stop, don't be scared, and try something new. It could be a lifesaver. So I'm looking forward as far as taxes, you know, not necessarily payroll, but, you know, tracking the payments I do pay out to my guys, banking, business overview. So this is what I'm implementing now in my business. Alrighty. Also, you guys, one of the things I've done this year is I went ahead and I signed up for being a certified vendors and on a bidders list right here in Prince George's County. So I could start trying to get some of these bigger commercial jobs or, you know, foreclosures or things of that nature. So as you can see, they're just in your company now has a vendor account and a certification and compliance system. You know, has like my username and stuff, woo woo. And, you know, it's just saying that I am registered. So this is one of the other things that I was saying that is being innovative and keeping, you know, new ideas open to how you can always improve business. So with that being said, big things to look forward to 2022, and you guys are going to go ahead on that journey with me. Also, too, before I close this segment out, I possibly, and it's a very strong possibly, might have a new addition getting ready to join the business this year. young gentleman who wants to work with me. He doesn't mind being a driver. Just had to make sure everything checks out, background, driving record's good, like no DWIs, DUIs, whole lot of stuff like that. But from my understanding, the young man, well, he's older than me. The guy's look like he'd be in his late 40s or whatnot like that, or close to 50s, early 50s. But he's retired, has a CDL and everything. That's a blessing. You guys know I have heavy trucks, have trailers. Pops is the only one besides myself that we are the only ones that know how to maneuver those things, and we're getting them around and transporting. The rest of the guys just do the laboring work as such. But this could be a good thing. This could be a big thing to help my business grow, God willing. And I just have to sit down. I have to sit down with him and talk about how I'll set up a certain payment, possibly a per hour thing just to drive. Only while we're driving and working. It won't be like if you're not driving for 8 hours, you're not gonna get 8 hours pay. So we'll discuss all those things, as well as how my regular pay works is making per job. So, we'll see. Stay tuned to see if that happens and comes through for this year, because of that. This could be a game changer as far as putting me at rest, knowing I don't have to always be around. Or, Pops doesn't have to go ahead and drop something off for one job and then run back to go get another trailer or, another bin, as to where, you could have maybe possibly both trucks at the site. Me being at work and still working a 9 to 5, he would never have to worry about that again because he'll have help. So, Lord willing, 2022 be another plentiful, big blessings. Just a big year in general, and years to grow, and always room for improvement, always room to do things different. As you can see, I'm trying new things as far as, tracking my income and expenses. And yeah, you guys, so I want to thank you all for constantly watching. All my new subscribers that I've recently gained, thank you. I'm over 300 subscribers now. That means a lot to me. I promise y'all I'm going to come even hard. Lord, ooh, that sounded so gay. It sounded so gay. I promise you guys, I'm going to come very strong with all the content, with all new content, okay? So, with that being said, I love you guys. JBT family, stay in. Keep doing your thing. Keep grinding. Keep making money. Keep watching. Let's all be successful. And kick this year off with a bang, man. Your boy, signing out. Yes, sir. Yeah, I forgot to tell y'all too. Got my laptop, and I just bought this little Apple mouse. I use this for my desk in my room. I'm not taking out my room because my desk is a little crowded right now. But this is what I'm gonna try to start too, doing a lot of my editing off of. Finding a good software to use, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of my editing and saving all my videos and backing them up on this laptop right here. So, this should be a game changer. I've had this now for about 2 months. I like it, love it. So you guys, as you can see, I just finished manually entering in everything on my trusty, so dusty calculator right here. And I was using my iPhone too at times. But as far as all my electronic payments, I received $65,066.50. As far as all my cash payments, I received $22,738. My gross profit I didn't make 100K this year. I made a little over 100K last year. I grossed it. I grossed $87,804.50. My total expenses that I showed y'all, in the video a little bit earlier in the segment, everything came out to be $66,651.72. And I technically netted this. It's not bad. This is actually somebody's salary they make on the low end, like very close to bare minimum wages. Be honest, that's not bad doing junk removal part-time. Mind you guys, I still work a 9 to 5 too, so I have that income as well added to this. So this wasn't one of my more profitable years as far as net-wise. My goal is to net, or let me turn the camera around. My goal I'm striving for each and every year is to net 100K. After everything's said and done, after all the grosses come in, all my expenses are paid, and then I deduct, my goal I'm going to reach, and I'm striving for each and every day to get there, is to net 100K or more. When I can start netting 100K, then I know I'm running with the big boys. I'm doing something big. I'm thankful nonetheless, because some people aren't even grossing close to $100,000, not even $50,000 right now, and that's okay. Baby steps. So I'm being more personal, getting in depth with you guys, showing you what I've actually brought in for my business. Part-time, mind you, I still work a 9 to 5 too. I have help, but I myself did not walk away from my job yet and say, bam, I'm doing my business full-time, junk removal, trash hauling. You know, and it's still, as well as other things on the side, I still have to do, like lawn care, landscaping things. You know, if the money's right, I'll consider doing it. I don't do any residential cutting anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm tired. With that being said, guys, so that just goes to show you, if I can do it, you guys can do it. You just have to bid right on jobs and be able to afford to pay your guys. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Pay your help. A lot of this total expenses, a reason why it's so high. The two highest things on there, technically, even though I haven't paid it off yet, is my tractor and my F450 I bought. Even though I haven't paid those off, I'm still writing it off for my taxes to get some money back, because I have been making payments towards it. So yeah, I haven't technically paid for it, but my creditors paid for it. So therefore, it is going to have to be paid for, just not right now just yet, but it's still going down as a full expense what I purchased the vehicles for and purchased the tractor for. So therefore, it is an expense of mine. Even though it's not paid in full yet, I haven't paid in full. It's an expense. That makes sense? So with that being said, that's what I did. Almost grossed 100K, netted 21,000. Not bad. Not bad part-time, right? All right, y'all. Side note, guys, I forgot to mention this. Everything else you see in that yard is paid in full for.
Everything else you see in that yard is paid in full for.
I'm gonna say that one more time. That blue truck, paid in full for. All my roll-off bins with the trailer that carries all my roll-off bins, paid in full. All my regular trailers with my dump trailers, even that Big Max D I just bought last year, $13,500 trailer, paid in full for. Need I go on more? I don't even need to get in depth. What I mean by that is, I'm the type of person, when we're talking small money, yes, that's small money. When we're talking small money, I like to knock that shit out and be done. So that way, it's done. I already took care of all my expenses. So this following year, I can use all those pieces of equipment to make me more money. I don't have a payment to send in that. So now that that is out of the way, that's what I meant. I did a lot of big purchase, big spending items, big purchase items this year. I can bring in more revenue for the business this following year. I did all my big spending that I need to do this past year, 2021. And I didn't finish paying. I paid off my roll-off 2020. I finished paying them all off. Not this year. I paid that off last year, all my roll-offs. All of them. Trailer and all that was paid off 2020, not 2021. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Boss. Bullshit. Hey, man. Say, man. Y'all already know who it is. Pull up like money. Get money. We ain't never slumming. On God.